Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking down the left side.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
From the gun, the ground game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the red zone, it's Drake. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return gets it out to the 31. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's back to throw on second down, using the quick game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of back tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tonight.
Immediately fires to the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Hicks. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running to the left. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking for a big play. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some experience.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Rebels in the hurry up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he could not get loose on the run. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The back goes in motion. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a crease. It's Hicks. Smashes through the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On second down, wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go right back to him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up, and the playbook did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline.
And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will punt this one away. And the returner will be knocked down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Discards a man. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback on the keeper. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Give to the big fullback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. And on 2nd down for this offense. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to get to him. It's complete to the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Snagged on the outside, it's Sanchez. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Rebels are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Coates. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup.
Touchdown, Rebels! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Soto. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Seminoles are flying down the field with the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, Ole Miss 13.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
And that pass intercepted. Still running at the 40. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 21 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great. We got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off play action on 1st down. He turns it loose to the left. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominant. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it's